Talk to you guys about going beyond the surface of the issues in your home. So I noticed during this quarantine, I've been getting a lot of messages. Things have happened in my own home where deep healing has happened, right? And it's important that we allow the Lord to do the deep healing because He wants to progress us, take us to a new area in ministry or in our lives. Maybe you have some ideas of what you'd like to do in the future, but first He wants to put in order the family. The family is important because if you get everything that you're asking for through ministry, through your job, a business idea, but if you lose your family, that is going to be the biggest regret of all. So as the Lord is doing a deep healing in families right now, learning how to recommunicate with each other, talking about issues that we've just thrown under the rug and not dealt with, God is allowing it to be brought up, I believe, at this time so that we can deal with it, so that when we do get the things that God has for us, our families won't be destroyed in the middle of it, right? So there's things in my own family the Lord wanted me to talk about with my kids. They needed to talk to me. There was deep healing during this time. No more surface stuff. No more just, putting a Band-Aid. My spiritual daughter was saying, no more putting a Band-Aid on things. The Lord is doing a deep healing, a deep cleansing in people's hearts. Sometimes you're going to cry it out. God made tears for a reason. It's okay, but you don't stay there in that mourning. You allow the Lord to do that deep healing inside of you, inside of your children. They may have needed this time to spend with you because you're the only one that God can use to bring about that healing. And He's with you through it all. So, like I say, in my own household with my own kids, God has been doing new things in us. And I feel like it's a restoration time, that time of healing and talking it out and praying together. It's done nothing but good for my home. And that's my prayer for you, that you won't resist it or resent it, but that you allow God to continue to heal your family through this quarantine time. As you're talking about these things, as you're praying about these things that needed to be addressed, you can't run from it. You've got to face it. And it's all going to turn out for the good. It will all turn out in the end. Because if you get all these things of prosperity, but lose your own children, that is where the regret will lie. People come to the end of their life and they're not worried about, if I did these great things with business, if I did these great things, starting an organization or a ministry. What they're really looking at in the end is, yes, the soul winning, but they're looking at their own children and they're saying, why did I waste my time? Why didn't I spend time with people who I really love? Why was I so focused on my job, on, partying and these things that really don't matter in the end? What really mattered was people I loved. So as God is allowing stuff to be brought up through this quarantine, through this time where you're spending a lot of time with people who maybe you escaped from, in your business or your job or even in your ministry, you're having to face it now. And God is causing great restoration and great healings in lives.